Moon Part 1: A Child of Fire, the newest Netflix film directed by Zack Snyder, starring our lead, Sofia Boutella. This film is about a peaceful settlement on the edge of a distant moon finds itself threatened by the armies of tyrannical ruling force. I'm reading the IMDb thing, so guys, living among its villagers becomes the best hope for survival. Now I'm editing that part out right now. I went into this film with open expectations, guys. I enjoy a lot of Zack Snyder's films: Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Watchmen, 300, the Snyder Cut. So I enjoy a lot of his films. I like Dawn of the Dead as well, but there are some films recently that I did not like: Army of Thieves and Army of the Dead, as you guys know. But I really went into this. I know there's a lot of hate with the critics and that stuff about this film. So I'm like, all right, I'm going into open-minded. Usually it is not an interesting concept. This movie is horribly bad. It is astronomically bad. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking when he was writing this film. I am just gonna be honest right now too, guys. The editing, the stylistic choices, the dialogue, the writing, the film is atrocious. The story is horrible as well. Save your guys time for the 2 hour and 13 minute film this is. I'm going to talk a lot about Netflix about what they're doing with Rebel Moon Part 1 and 2 in a minute, or like after. But as for the cast, Sofia Boutella, personally, I like her as a side actor, or like an actress, like not like a supporting cast member. She cannot lead this film whatsoever. She has no charisma, no like emotion, and really felt fucking bland. And the rest of the supporting cast members, I love seeing Ray Fisher and Charlie Hunnam in the film, but their characters were useless and boring as fuck. And the concept of Rebel Moon is basically an alternate take on Star Wars, correct? And I'm watching this movie. I watched it with my buddy. We did it virtually through Discord and stuff like that. And I'm watching this fucking movie, and there is nothing good. There is nothing good. Well, I take that back. There's two things that I actually thought were decent, and that's it. But there is nothing good about these characters. Any of the supporting characters or your main characters as well, they are boring. They are bland. There is no emotion. There's nothing to them that really matters and gets you behind your protagonist. There's nothing. And the antagonist is generic as well, and just has one idea of just wanting to rule the world. There's nothing unique to it. It's bad. It's literally bad. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but it's fucking horrible. Some of the good things about the film, two minor things. Some action sequences, flashback action sequences, were really cool. I love Hulkenberg's score in the film. I like him as a composer. I really do. I think he did great work on the DC movies and Mad Max Fury Road and Deadpool. So I actually liked him in this for the score. I thought he did what he could do with it. Those are the only two pros that I can even give this fucking film. But the cinematography was horrible. Getting into a technical aspect, the CGI was very, very fucking mid. But for some reason, Zack had this idea to put in a blur type lens to basically focus on the characters and blur out the backgrounds and stuff like that, and it just did not look good. You think he would learn his lesson from what he did with Army of the Dead with a dead fucking pixel in the screen? No, he doesn't learn that. He makes a fucking background that looks horrible. It looks blur. It's almost like filming on an iPhone, but the iPhone is a 4th generation iPod or something like that. It is horrible. It looked bad. And the CGI looked really bad. The only thing I can think of is he only did this lens just to save money on the VFX budget. But fuck, this was bad. It looked bad too. That's the thing too. And Zack usually has great cinematography. But what the fuck? I don't know what he was thinking. But honestly, guys, there's a part 2 coming out in April. I'm going to watch it. I have a weird feeling that part 2, this whole thing is going to be like, you have to watch it from the 2 hours and 13 minutes. You have to watch it together as one whole story. Because look at what happened with Zack Snyder's Justice League, correct? And I have a feeling that that's how you're going to understand it a little bit more. But maybe it gets better, maybe it doesn't. In part 2, they showed a little teaser to it. Like, okay, this looks a little bit better, but fuck. Like, just to touch on the villain again in the film, The motivations for him were not clear at all, along with anything else recruiting this team. I did not care about any of the fucking. That bothers me the most. You could have a shitty film, but at least get behind characters. This film lacks emotion, it lacks humanity in a way, and it just lacks care. I don't care about anybody in this film. I don't care when they die or anything like that. And it sucks. I like a lot of Snyder films, and it bothers me how much of this really fucking sucked. But I will be standing right there in front of you guys and telling you this is definitely, if not, probably Zack Snyder's worst fucking film of all time. Honestly. And part 2, I can't wait to watch that one too, to roast the fuck out of it. If it's worse or if it's maybe a little bit better, I'll be honest with you. But guys, another thing I want to talk about is the Netflix double dipping situation. This really pissed me right the fuck off. Netflix goes out and Snyder goes out and says that the cut that we see on Friday, which I watched last night, is not the definitive cut, and that it is not the actual real movie, and there's a rated. Why the fuck are you not giving us a rated R straight up version of Rebel Moon Part 1 and Part 2? It's on Netflix. It's not going into theaters. That doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm sorry, it doesn't. And it really pisses me off because this is called the Netflix double dipping situation, so that they can release a rated R cut right before Part 2 comes out, and then after that what they're going to do is they're going to combine them two as one big epic of being by fucking 5 hours long that's all rated R. It is such a scummy move, and I just did not like it. And also just saying, this movie is fucking, I just don't like it. It was bad. I wasted my fucking time. And I'm coming off the heels of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I had a fun time with that movie. But fuck, this is really bad. And guys, I'm being generous when I give you guys the rating for Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child. I wanted to give it a 0.5 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. Do not go see this. Do not watch it. If for some fucking reason you guys are Snyder fans, you're like, I have to see it. I understand. Just be prepared. It's not good. And guys, thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned. I am doing a giveaway coming up, multiple giveaways coming up real soon in the festive holidays. And also let you guys know, coming up next week will be my best movies of 2023 and most disappointing movies of 2023. I think we can guess where this one will be going. But thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for more. Happy holidays to you, and I'll see you guys real soon.